Hi everyone, thank you for watching another one of my videos. I appreciate it. So there was a poll done, and it was a Fox News poll. But it was about Americans' number one fear of government corruption, which is with all the things that you'd be afraid of. So I don't know about this poll, but it gave me a chance to address a very interesting subject, and that's government corruption. And do you guys remember this little spat between Hillary Clinton and Trump?
It's a broken system.
So what'd you get from Hillary Clinton and Nancy Pelosi?
Well, I'll tell you what. With Hillary Clinton, I said, be at my wedding, and she came to my wedding. You know why? She had no choice because I gave. I gave to a foundation that, frankly, that foundation is supposed to do good. I didn't know her money would be used on private jets going all over the world.
Now, personally, on Trump's part, I think that's a cop-out. He goes, oh, I just gave her all that money to come to my wedding. Okay, guy, you didn't give them all that money to come to your wedding, either of those people. There was something else you got. But the subject is not really about about him. It's about why are the politicians giving him things? Why are they for sale? Of course, here was Hillary's defense.
I didn't know him that well. I mean, I knew him. I knew him, and I happened to be planning to be in Florida, and I thought it'd be fun to go to his wedding because it's always entertaining. Now that he's running for president, it's a little more troubling.
You know what? She's great. I love her. So she's like, well, you know, I just happened to be in town. And he just happened to give me money at some point. And so I just went over there. It was, you know what? It was a spur of the moment type thing. And it was a blah. It was a blah. And so, of course, this is a cop-out as well. She wanted to make sure that he would give her more money. And she doesn't mind somehow if that's, you know, these politicians doing each other favors, right? So, but the problem is when are these favors not in the best interest or for you or for me? Now, this is where things become troublesome, is that if you guys are familiar with history, of course, Harry Truman, who was a president, a former president, and he was a Democrat president, at some point when he was a judge, and we're talking a judge, that means he was already a lawyer, very educated man at that point, went to the Klan to see if they would support him being elected again, I guess, judge or who knows, senator at that time. But he went to the Klan. We all know what the Klan is and what the Klan is about. And later on, this man became president. So that didn't seem to play into any problem becoming president, that he had joined what had happened is he'd gone to the Klan, he got a $10 ticket or whatever. That's, I guess, pretty expensive at the time. A membership fee. And I guess for some reason it didn't work out. He didn't actually end up having the Klan to support him, but the attempt was made, and we don't even know why. Maybe the Klan didn't want to give him something he wanted, right? I think a lot of people maybe nowadays go, oh no, he realized he was doing wrong. But look, at that point, he had spent maybe 4 years in law school, had practiced law, and now was a judge. And that doesn't happen overnight. Very familiar with law and a very educated man at that time before he ran for president, and he's going to the Klan for support. And the problem here is just like what I said before, is in what impact does this have on the people? Look, the Klan is not a good friend to Black Americans. We know what's going on there. And this politician who had become Democrat president was perfectly fine with, hey, you know what? Let me see if this is going to work out. So, but let's move on to our good friend like Boinovich. He tried to sell, or he tried to, but they caught him in time, to sell a Senate seat to somebody else because he had the power to do that. But let me just cut this video short, and we're going to do this really quick.
Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich has been arrested and charged in what the U.S. Attorney's Office is calling a corruption crime spree, following the tenure of former Illinois Governor George Ryan. Ryan is serving a 6-year prison term for fraud and racketeering.
I invite you to come here to judicialwatch.org, and there they have what is the 10 most wanted corrupt politicians. They have it about 10 years back, and each PDF file has their top 10 corrupt politicians, and you will see their reasoning why they believe them to be corrupt. And you know what? It is very enlightening. Now, you're going to say, hey, how do I protect myself from this? Well, it's pretty simple. What you have to do is join the effort and get into voting for people, but vote for people who don't want to expand the power of politicians.